Hi again, folks. My name is Nick Pierce. We're out here at the Liberty Lady Flames field hockey facility, and we're visiting with head coach Jodi Murphy as she and the Lady Flames get things started here this week for the 2014 season. And, Coach, practice number 2 in the books here today. How'd it go?
Yeah, it was really well. Went really well. We had, like as you said, our second session was today. The energy's really high. The excitement's great. We're looking forward to the season. I've got 6 seniors that are leading the pack, and it's exciting to see those girls, all these girls out here. We're healthy for the most part, so tempo's been great, and just been a lot of encouragement. I've seen a lot of good things.
It puts a little extra pep in your step when you win a championship, doesn't it?
Yeah, coming off the championship last season was wonderful. Although that was, that season's kind of in the past, but we definitely are coming out with high expectations. The girls are really thankful to be back for preseason. You love to hear that there's not a lot of fear left in them, that they want to come out and they want to compete and they want to be training together, and they really want to go out this year and make history again.
First day or two, how hard do you go with them? How much do you push them? Or how much of it is just getting them acclimated to hockey again?
Yeah, we've been pushing them pretty hard. Did a couple of sessions yesterday, played last night in the pouring down rain. So just a character test there, but it was awesome. It was really nice to be out here. The weather, despite the rain, the temperature was great. And they were thankful when it was all said and done. And we've been having a hard practice here this morning too. One thing we're really trying to do this year is make our practices very much like a game setting. So we're not taking it too easy. We're pushing for 40-minute segments, taking a 10-minute break like a halftime in a game, and then going back out. So it's been probably a little hard early on, but it's a good hard.
Well, you got to have it a little bit difficult early on because that schedule is very difficult this year as well. Going out to Stanford, going to UVA, you got UNC coming here. Kind of prepares them for what's to come, doesn't it?
It sure does. I think the schedule is wonderful. I'm really thankful for all the opponents that we're going to be facing. They're great teams, and it's a huge blessing that we're going to have the opportunity to play several teams in the top 25 this year. And you said it right. I mean, their ball speed and their level of execution is some of the best in the country. So our schedule is kind of put us in a place where we need to be training at this level day in and day out if we want to compete against those teams.
Do you feel like this team has gotten to that point yet, or not to that point, but to the point where it's becoming one of the more recognized teams in the country? Are you on the cusp of that? Where would you say that you guys are?
I think we still have a ways to go in terms of just recognition, in terms of consistency. Our scheduling in the past has been maybe not as tough. Last year, certainly, it wasn't as tough of a schedule. So I think we have a lot to prove this season against some of the best teams in the country. And this program is not built. Every season we're building another layer on. We're entering our 4th season this year, and we still have a lot of layers that we need to pack on, which is good. It keeps us humble. It keeps us working hard.
You mentioned that you have a senior class this season. You have a lot of leadership, a lot of ladies that were here for the first year of the program in existence. What does that mean to be able to have them out here in that extra leadership?
It means a lot. It's funny to think that we're already in year 4. It's very nostalgic thinking back to the first preseason with my first class of freshmen, the pioneering class, and they know now what it takes. I mean, we've never had a true class come from freshman to senior, so there's a certain, I think, healthy pride that comes with that. They know how I am. They know what I stand for. I have utmost respect for them, and I believe they have the utmost respect for me and my staff. And they support us. They believe in what we're putting out. And that's just been really cool to see them spread our philosophy, our vision amongst the rest of the team. So their leadership has been second to none so far, and we're really going to continue to look to them to lead the way this season.
And lastly, you guys got to go on the Uganda trip. What was that like, and how much team chemistry were you able to build through that?
Yeah, that was a great trip. We were able to take that with most of the girls last year. This year it was more of a staff trip, and I will tell you, it really brought us as a staff together more than anything that we've done in the past. It was a great time of fellowship for our staff, and it was also a great time of professional development as well. We were into Uganda for 2 weeks, and then we went to the World Cup for 2 weeks in Holland and got to see some of the best hockey in the world. So we were just I think our cohesiveness as a staff, we also brought on Michaela Sloman this past month as a volunteer assistant. So we've got 4 on staff right now, and I feel like our cohesiveness is the best it's been, just with our vision going forward.
All right, Coach, we appreciate the time and look forward to catching up with you again here throughout preseason.
Great. Thank you, Nick.
All right, we're visiting now with Lady Flames senior Helen Doolittle as she gets ready for the start of the year, and it's second practice in the books. Helen, how did it go today?
It went well. We came out here and we ended pretty late last night, so we kind of got to sleep in a little bit, which was nice this morning, and it was a good session. It was a hard work rate, and it went well. I think we're all tired and feeling a little sore, but we're excited to all be out here and ready to get the season going.
Is it about as hard as you expected at this point in the season? I know Coach said that she's trying to push you guys a little bit here early.
Yes, we are really focusing on high tempo constantly and doing everything at a really high pace, just to prepare ourselves for the season and just to take the next step and just getting to be able to play at a higher tempo. So that's different this year, a little change, and we're really focusing on that. So that's been good. It's been a good challenge, and girls are latching onto it really quickly, and we're excited about how it's going to change our game.
Well, we talked to Coach a little bit as well, and certainly the strength of schedule is going up a lot this year. You're going to be playing some higher tempo teams, so it's got to help in that regard. But how exciting is it to be facing some of these top 10, top 20 teams in the country?
It's really exciting. There's a lot of new teams that we haven't played before, and just to be able to play different teams that we haven't had the experience to is really neat. Just to be able to see a different game and maybe a little different pace and just a higher strength level. It's going to equip us more. When you play higher teams, you match their pace and you match their speed. So we're excited to have that opportunity because we feel like it's the next step to continue to build our program.
Coming off the conference championship, how much confidence does this team have heading into this year?
Well, I think winning a championship, that builds your confidence, but we also want to be humble about it, and we know that was last year, and this is a new year, so we want to bring that, but that also kind of puts a target on our back, knowing that that is under our belt, and we don't want to take that for granted at all, and we just want to continue to work hard this year.
Knowing what it takes to win, though, that's got to be something very valuable for this group, and then having some senior leadership on this team such as yourself.
Yes, it's awesome that this is our first year that we've had a class that's made it from freshman to senior year, which is such a cool experience, and we finally have upperclassmen as a team, and I think that brings a really good leadership value on the team, so we're excited about that.
What ways do you see yourself as a leader to the other girls?
Well, I just want to serve them well, and I want to be available for them on the field, to encourage them and be available off the field as we grow together in field hockey and outside of field hockey.
What are the expectations, you think, for this team navigating through a very tough schedule, defending a championship, having to travel out to Stanford, having to travel to California again for the NorPac championship? What do you think the expectations are for you guys?
Well, we are traveling a lot, so Coach puts high expectations on us on the field, just to be able to come out here every day. As soon as we walk on the field, we're going to work hard until we walk out of the field, and as well as in our classrooms, we are traveling a lot, and we're going to have time away from our classroom when we go to California, so just to be able to just be prepared in everything that we do, whether we're coming out here to mentally check in or whether we're doing our school assignments to get ahead before we travel. So there is high expectations, and everyone wants to work hard and be committed and buy into what we stand for.
You talk about school there as well. You got school starting here pretty soon. How tough is it to balance all of that with practice and class? And I guess you're a little experienced at it now, but how do you do it?
I think just discipline in the small things, whether it's when we wake up and when we go to bed and what we're eating, and just be able to kind of set our schedule and know what we have to do and when we have to do things. And I think it helps when we're in season. I feel like I do better in school in the fall than in the spring, which is funny, but it's because when I only have a small amount of time, I know I have to get work done in that small amount of time, and I think that's how it is with all the other girls, and just be able to help each other. We are in some of the same classes, or people have the same majors, and they're really willing to help out younger girls that are in a class that they've taken before, and they can come alongside them and help them study for tests and know what to expect for the teacher, and things like that is really beneficial. So
what you're saying is you work better under pressure.
Yes, that's true. Definitely true.
All right, Helen, we appreciate the time, and wish you the best of luck here coming up through camp and the rest of the regular season.
Thank you so much.
All right, that's Helen Doolittle with us here. My name is Nick Pierce from the field hockey facility here at Liberty University, and we'll be checking in more with the Lady Flames throughout preseason practice.